I'm here with Ken Margrath, the Vice President of Sales. And Ken, let's start out by talking about Interstate Fleets Incorporated and what it is, and maybe a little history about it.
We started in 1953 in the Philadelphia area. We're actually one of the first leasing companies ever in the United States. From there, we've grown to 3 locations in the Fort Washington area, down near the 309 Turnpike area, here in Colmar, which is our main headquarters, and most recently up into Allentown, Pennsylvania, right near the Coca-Cola Park, near the ballpark. Our future expectations are that next facility will be in Lancaster area. We're a full-service vehicle fleet management company. We handle anything from leasing to mechanical repairs, service, new vehicles, used vehicles, lettering, graphics, vehicle upfits. We also can do equipment leasing. We have maintenance programs, maintenance management options. We can handle any title and registration issue for a vehicle here locally or anywhere in the United States. We have used vehicles for sale. We do used vehicle leasing. We handle fuel management programs, GPS tracking, pretty much anything that has to do with a company operating a vehicle for their business.
Let's talk about the advantages to leasing, because why would somebody consider it, and what could it do to help them?
Well, leasing is a great tool to help a company use their cash better, because typically they can get the vehicles they need with less upfront cash and a better cash flow. They put less money out all the time. So that productivity allows them to use their money in more productive ways in their business, especially in these economic times. Cash is tight, so if you can have the cash to operate your business and run your vehicles, yet maintain your working capital, that's a big edge. Because quite often companies can take that money, leverage that money somewhere else in their business, and it really works for them. Or they can expand their business, put more vehicles on the road, and increase their revenues.
What makes Interstate Fleet different, say, than a dealer?
Well, that's a huge difference, because typically a dealer handles one brand or 2 brands of a vehicle and caters to the retail customers, regular people like you and me when we need a vehicle. Interstate's totally different. We focus on commercial accounts. Your commercial account is a VIP at Interstate Fleets. We take the position to where we're your non-paid consultant. We can guide you as to what vehicles are the best bang for the buck, where to get your most productivity in vehicles. We give you a single contact so that you can get every make and model vehicle. We can upfit the vehicle. We can letter it so that when you're ready to put it into work for your business, it's totally ready to go. We can educate them on how to operate their vehicles, how to educate their fleet, but probably one of the most important thing is we take them out of the car business to where they can now focus on growing and operating their business instead of running their vehicles.
How are Interstate leases different?
Our leases are geared towards businesses. We have a very simple credit process. Our terms are very flexible. We can handle high mileage vehicles, low mileage vehicles. Matter of fact, we have leases without a damage waiver or even a mileage restriction. We have leases that include maintenance and a loaner vehicle. When a company has a number of vehicles through us, they only get 1 bill per month, and we can handle vehicles all throughout the nation. We have a lot of different kinds of customers also. It may be a company that operates cars and trucks locally or nationally. It could be a manufacturer rep with a couple of salespeople, or a pharmaceutical company in a full maintenance lease. Contractors, florists, couriers. Matter of fact, we'll even handle nonprofit agencies, organizations that transport people, whether it be with a regular van, a van with a wheelchair, or even a wheelchair bus. It'll handle their maintenance, their repairs, additional tires, pay their registration, and supply a loaner vehicle when they're in for service. It's one-stop shop. So we're flexible. We can build a program that's ideal for a certain customer's needs versus trying to make them fit into what we just happen to have available.
And what are the typical problems, say, people face in operating their fleet? Because obviously that's a whole job in itself.
You're right that there are a ton of problems to typical vehicle fleets because they're very dependent on their vehicles. Their vehicle is their moneymaker. It could be anything from handling an out-of-state registration. It could be managing repairs of vehicles that are not there where they're locally operated. It could be trying to maximize the value that they get when they get rid of a vehicle. It could be trying to prevent an unnecessary repair when they go into a mechanic. It could be keeping those mechanics honest. It could be downtime. A company that operates a vehicle when it's not out on the road making money for them, very expensive.
Tell us about the service centers.
Well, commercial accounts at our service centers are a priority. Our mechanics are salaried, so they don't need to upsell or find work to do. We can give them quick turnaround, go in, get it done, and back on the road making money. We also stress preventive maintenance so that we can save the client from future repair bills.
I know you do some things with vehicle graphics and you have a whole department dedicated to it. Tell us about that a little bit.
Well, you'll see that we can do lettering on cargo vans or cars or trucks. We can even wrap a whole vehicle and put an advertising message on that. It's all in-house, so we have a one-stop shop so that when we're handling a vehicle for a client, when we drop it off to them, it's done. It's ready to go. It's ready to be on the job.
We have to wrap it up, Ken. You know, what do we want to leave people thinking about?
Well, I would say if they're operating vehicles for their business, they need to call us before they go out for their next vehicle. If they're operating vehicles, we can help them with their service issues. We can help them with their downtime. We can guide them to which vehicle makes the most sense, where the best buys are. We them operate their fleet again so that they can focus on growing their business and growing and satisfying their customers, because now we take them out of the vehicle business and allow them to be experts at what they do. Hi, I'm Ken Margraf from Interstate Fleets. Let me show you some strategies to make your employees and your vehicles more productive so that you can focus on your customers and growing your business.